Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of server administrating series. In this video, we are going to review how you can configure security options in group policy. You can use security option within group policy to define security rules that will be applied to your domain join systems. For example, if you want to set up a security rule for your domain join system that specifies that the user cannot use an online account to authenticate to one of your domain join computers, or users have to provide admin password each time they want to install any application, and many more security options which we are going to see now. So in server manager, let's go into tools, then go into group policy management. So within group policy management, if you see in my India OU, I have expanded my dev team. I have got a container named dev servers right here. Okay, so in this dev server, we are going to configure the policy, because if I go to my Active Directory users and computers, you can see in my dev team and dev server, in my dev servers, I have one web server right here. So I have a server named web server 01. Okay, so what I want to do is create a new GPO on this container. If you go to group policy management, so in dev server I'm going to create a new group policy. I'm going to right click, because I want to apply all the group all this group policy to that container, specific container only, which will be applied to all the servers and machines which are part of the dev server OU. So I'm going to right click and create a GPO, and link it here. I'm going to name it as computer policy hyphen dev servers. Okay, then I'll click on OK here. Now if you expand this, see, a new policy is been created, and then we'll right click on it and click on edit. Let's maximize it for better view. We'll just drag it here. Okay, so now, as we discussed, we are going to set up a security rule which will prevent users from logging into the server or workstation with online Microsoft account. But the server, web server which I have, that is already in my domain, and it's not a workstation either. But for the demonstration purpose, let me show you how you can do it. So I'm going to computer configuration here, then let me expand policies, then let's go to Windows settings and expand it. Now expand the security settings here. Okay, then expand local policies. Okay, right here you can see security options, right? Now expand that as well. Okay, now click on it. Okay, now you can see multiple, a lot of, as I can say, a lot of security options is listed on the right side of the screen. You can see there are multiple options which you can configure for your organization or your environment. Okay, the one that we are interested is right, this one, accounts, block Microsoft accounts. Okay, double click on it. As you already know, there is this handy little explain tab right here. Okay, most of you have already known. So this exactly tell you the all the details about this policy, like what this policy does. Okay, you can read it right from right here. So if we go back to security policy settings, we can define the policy by clicking on this, and there is several options you can choose from. So we can either disable the policy, which will basically say they are allowed to have Microsoft accounts on the system. Also, we can specify the users that can't Microsoft accounts use Microsoft accounts, and we can say users can't add or log into the Microsoft accounts in case one already exists on the local system. Let's okay. Now let's go ahead and select this option that says users can't add or log on to the Microsoft accounts, and define this policy and now apply it. Then click on OK. Now we have this policy being applied, and this is the policy which will be applied on all the systems and servers and workstations which are under the dev servers OU, and this policy will block the login from the online Microsoft accounts and multiple accounts to be added on the systems. Okay, so with this, let's move forward and check some other security option. You can restrict what users can do with hardware devices. Notice that here, if you notice where it is, restrict here. Okay, so here there are some restrict policy, and we can specify whether or not users are allowed to format and eject removable media like flash drive and all. So we can basically prevent the users from installing printer drive. Also we can restrict access to optical disk and floppy disk. Okay, so you can configure all of them by defining and enabling here. So click on enable and apply, but I'm not doing this, and I'm also not defining this one right from for my purpose, but you can do it. Okay, so moving on to something more interesting, here you can scroll down, and you can control the behavior of application installation of your computer. Okay, so if you see, okay, now if you see here, here it says detect application installations and prompt for elevation. Okay, let's double click on it, go to explain. So this policy settings controls the behavior of application installation detection for the computer. If we enable it, then when the application installation package is detected that require elevation package, the user prompt to enter administrative username and password. So if we enable this security option, so it will do what, if any user is trying to install any application on the server or any workstation, it will prompt you for a for a admin credential. If you are using any workstation given to you from your organization, and if you ever try to install any application on that system, if you notice that system will prompt you for an admin ID and password, which will not I mean it will prompt you for an admin password and a username and password, and if you put your your username and password there, it will not work. That admin password is from your server administrator or your administrator of your organization. So those settings is configured via this policy. Okay, so you can configure this all this from this security settings or the security options from here. But here is the key thing I want you to remember. You can configure these all policy settings that are applied to all of the system of your domain using default domain policy. But be aware that if you do this through default domain policy, they are going to be applied to all of your domain controllers, all of your servers, and that may not be necessary for you. So you can go into any specific OU and click on that OU and create a new GPO and link it there. Okay, that's how you can do specifically for some servers and all. Okay, that's it for this video. In this video, we talked about configuring security options. We reviewed how to set up security options in GPO and how to set up security rules for computers in your domain. Thank you for watching the video. If you find it useful, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like the video. Bye bye.